All right. Stream connecting. Ugh, goodness. Don't mind that. Hopefully stream is live. Let's go check. What in the hell? There we go. All right, all right, all right. Okay, that should be all good to go. Anyone in the chat? Can you hear me? I think it's streaming fine, so hopefully. I'm here, we can hear you fine. Awesome! Ace, Matt Stalin. Cool, cool. Wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we'll get into what I got planned for this. Although some people in the Discord will probably already know. How y'all doing this fine Wednesday evening? I just got whiplash and forgot it was Wednesday, but I'm chilling. How about you? I'm alright, having a pretty good birthday. I mean, new Bravely news, of course. The new KDA song came out for League. It's amazing. The music's great. The video's great. Uh, my laptop's fixed. Just everything's starting to look pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with everything. All right, I think. Oh wow, we got 8 people. Holy cow! Hello everyone. That's a lot compared to usual. So it's nice to have all you here. Alright, so let's get into what I want to do. First thing I wanted to do is... If I switch... Okay, good, switch. I want to go through new video, Big Chungus. Yeah, Big Chungus. So first, for the first little bit, I'm going to go through the new stuff from the Direct. I also wanted to go over the player feedback and developer update because there's a couple... I watched it already once, and I want to go over it, and we can talk about it for a bit back and forth. And then after that, maybe play some games or something. Who knows? Let's see. Let's do. So, let's go right into this one. No, this one's old. What am I doing? I want this one? Which one do I want? There's my video. Yay! Not the feedback trailer. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember which one. I think it's literally just this one. Okay, we'll go here to Nintendo. Alright.
You are finished, hero of light. I am a hero of light, no longer.
I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Bravery of all.
Don't worry. We'll do what you need us to do.
Well, whatever's going on, there's no turning back now.
All right? We've got a world to save. Ooh, yeah. You gotta love the sad ones.
And I can't let that happen. He's all I have.
Protect! Protect! Protect!
What have I done? It'll be time for you to wake up soon. What does that mean?
This new slow theme's great. Okay. Okay. We'll go over that. Yes, we got a painting job. I don't know what else to say. That looks like it's gonna be really cool. I like the looks of a painter job. That looks like it's gonna be really interesting. I have nothing else to particularly say about it, but that's what it. That voice sounds a hell of a lot like Deneb. I'm just gonna rewind it for those of you who know what I'm talking about. It's got the same accent and everything.
And that can mean only one thing. Thou art one of us. A hero of light.
Yep, that's that one. We'll just move into the other video. This is the one I really want to talk about live. And if you guys have any points you want to bring up, type them in the chat, and I'll mention them and read them out loud.
皆さんこんにちは。スクエアエニックスプロデューサーの高橋です。こちらの動画では2020年3月に配信を開始したブレイブリーデフォルト2先行体験版に対する開発チームからのフィードバックをご紹介いたします。
First of all, it's just a very good thing that they made this video in the first place.
今回全世界で100万人を超える方々に遊んでいただき、配信後約1ヶ月で2万2000通ものアンケートの回答をいただきました。
That's impressive enough as it is. Just 1 million worldwide downloads on the demo for this game. And the number of friggin' responses, that's... like, holy crap. Like, the US almost had 10,000. Unbelievable.
本当にありがとうございます。総合評価をまとめるとこちらの通りです。特に音楽、ジョブチェンジシステム、グラフィックなどの項目について
Yeah, all things that
ご意見をいただけました。温かいメッセージありがとうございました。開発チーム一同とても励みになる結果でした。一方で ご満足いただけなかった点としてご意見が集中していたのが難易度、操作性、この2点でした。実装が間に合わなかったもの、フォローアップが足りなかったものなどあり、申し訳ございませんでした。皆さんからいただいたご意見をもとにさまざまな改善を行っておりますので、本日はその一部をご紹介したいと思います。まずバトルの難易度について、では本作の要素を短時間で見て
This is something that I was wanting to address, and I just, like, all I can say for this point is people need to fucking read the demo. Like, I can't stress that enough. The demo literally said on its first, this little page right here, as you went into it, this demo is going to be significantly more difficult than the base game. That is exactly what it said. And you know what? It was a great challenge. I thought it was wonderful. I had a great time playing that. Yeah, it was harder, but it made it a hell of a lot more fun. Like Bernard, I thought I could have lost it any second, but it was great to be gripping on the edge and, you know, making it through to the end. But again, like, it just kind of annoys me that people were getting upset over the difficulty when they specifically said at the very beginning that this demo is going to be harder than the base game. So, or the actual release. It's just something that annoys me personally, because like when people complain about it, it's like, well, they've already said. Oh, what a good fight. He's just showing people dying constantly. Okay. Now, I'm not going to shit on this too hard. I'm not going to get angry at this. This isn't an improvement. Everybody who's played a Bravely Default game, this is not an improvement. This has existed in every game, and both every game since, you know, the inception of Bravely. There has always been the difficulty option. You can always change a difficulty option. This is not an improvement. This is something that was going to be in the base game. However, they are putting it here so that people who see it, who are watching this video for the improvements, are seeing it. That is the point of putting this in here. It was going to be in the base game. I'm saying this like as it is. This theory, I'm like 99% sure is the case. This was already going to be in the game, but they put it here to show that you can adjust the difficulty. And I think that's a really smart move on their part. I was not surprised by this in the slightest. Again, I might even play, actually, through my first playthrough on hard because I really, really liked that that difficulty. During the demo, that was great. Like, that was a really, really fun difficulty. Because I usually played through default and second just on normal mode, because I'm fine with that. I'll go into hard mode if I want to challenge myself with harder bosses later on, but I usually go normal. But I might just go hard on this one. So we'll see. Yeah, like, that's just basic video game knowledge, pretty much. This super looks awesome. I like this. This was one of the most annoying things during the demo, not knowing turn order, because that's so important for braving and defaulting. I am completely fine with this. I think this is a really good implementation so that they can keep the system that they wanted to implement, because they wanted to change it up from plan all your moves and then just let them go at it. Do you think they should have changed it to the turn system from default in second, or do you like this change? So yeah, this is what I'm just addressing. So I don't mean that to come off rudely. I just want to answer your question right away. So this is a really good compromise, I think, because this allows them to keep the system that they want it to do, where everybody is completely random at this point, and you don't get to plan out your entire turn strat in one go and then just throw them at each other. I prefer the previous system. Yeah, I'm the same way. I prefer the previous system. But I am fine with this change up. This is a new game, new world, everything's new. I'm fine with mixing it up a little bit and seeing how this is going to go. This, however, is necessary, and I'm so happy that they put it in. Being able to see, it's very clear. It's a very obvious indicator of, who is going. It's also very obvious who you are. I really like the little picture. It even has, if you notice, it even has the class setup. It's not like the freelancer skin. It is the person as they're dressed up, and that's great. I really, really like that. Oh, thank you, Real Sam the Man. So I really love this system. I think this is a perfect compromise that we needed for this game. I would have loved to have the old system back, but you know what? Things change with games. I'm okay with this. I'm totally fine with this system now, as it is. Before, it was a fucking disaster. It was so hard to tell who was going to go, how long buffs were going to last. Like, now I can actually plan things out a little bit more because I can plan for this. Yeah, that's all I got to say for that, pretty much. Yeah. Like, that's one thing, that's a really good thing that they pointed out, is that, like, being able to obviously see when the enemy gets to attack is one of the reasons Bravely can be super easy, is because you know when they're going to come at you. If a boss just went and, if they change it due to speed, it's fine, but if it's completely random with character, that's a problem. The fun part. That is true. That is true, and I am going to miss that. But I am fine with this. I think this is more of a balancing thing, and I know that Bravely is known for its crazy combos that you can pull off and whatnot, but I think they want to try and balance it a bit more with this entry into the series. And so not showing when enemies are going to be able to attack again until the moment before they're going to is definitely going to help, because now you're not planning around when your enemy has negative 2 BP because the boss just took 2 brave actions when they had no BP, right? Okay, you're just going to defend that turn, and then you're going to smack the shit out of them for 2. That's what happens. We all do it. Now we can't do that, and that's, I think that's really something. So you got to, like, keep in mind and pay. You have to be a lot more conscious of what you're doing, and I'm totally for that. Instead of just brain deading the game. Yeah, that's exactly it. Tactical certainty and exciting unknowability. That is exactly what they wanted to do, and I think this really accomplishes it as well, and making it easier for the player. Because without the bar before, it was I couldn't stand it. Like, I couldn't stand how long. I had no idea of how long buffs were lasting from Vanguard, or debuffs on the enemy. It was driving me nuts. Especially during the fight against Bernard. That's just good quality of life. I'm fine with this. Like, I don't have a problem with it. It's just good quality of life. I probably won't skip it because I love the opening. Unless I'm, like, really trying to grind, but I think it's fine. Again, that's a great change. Makes it much more obvious. Less reading required. Because you have that face right there in the middle of your menu, so you're constantly being reminded of who is acting. I'm still not a fan of the horizontal aspect of the menu. Again, I love the fact that Bravely Default and Bravely Second can be played with just the left hand on the left side of your DS, because it's just up and down, and then when you go into the right, it means you're going into a menu, and you know that. But you know what? I'm fine with the face showing up. That's going to make it a hell of a lot easier.
バトルインフォメーション画面でより詳しい情報が見られ
This is good. This is much cleaner. This on the left is cluttered as all hell. That is just trying to force so much information into a screen. I love the new one. It's so much cleaner.
などのご意見にも対応しています。
If they change the center around speed. Yeah, I'd be fine with it if it was centered around speed.
フィールド操作の改善についてです。モンスターシンボルの速度に対するご意見を
I'm actually a little bit surprised that that I was not the only one who had issues with this. I thought that I was just being a whiny little baby, and I was like, the monsters are hitting me too much. No, it wasn't just me. I'm actually really happy that they addressed this. So we'll get into what they changed in a minute.
多くいただきました。
Yeah.
製品版では速さ、動きを再調整しています。
So that looks like the speed is dependent on the monster, and I think that's a really interesting change. Possibly, I could be wrong, or they're just slower, and I think that's okay.
プレイヤーのレベルが適正なのかもわかりません。
That was I don't. This thing, weaker enemies now run away. That was already a thing in the demo. If no one noticed, that was the thing that happened. If I farmed it up to level 20 because it's me. But yeah, once you hit a certain point, there were enemies that would run away like that in the demo. Hydra, hey, how you doing? We're just going through the changes and whatnot, what I thought of it. But yeah, this was already something that was in the demo. I think it's a really clever thing.
強い敵、弱い敵の見分けがつきやすいようにして
That I didn't notice. I did not notice the glowing red. That might not have been in the demo. It could have been, it could not have been. I don't know.
また、低レベルの状態でバトルに勝利した際には、低レベルボーナスが
I don't think that was in the demo. I don't remember seeing the underdog bonus. If it was, I've completely forgotten about it, but I think that's a really nice thing. We already have pretty much the Castle Knight guy looks hilariously perfect. Yeah, he does. Oh, what was I gonna say? I already lost my train of thought. Yeah, this is a good little bonus on top of the like the one-turn victory, all that stuff. They're good. Me neither. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is a good. I like this edition. I think that's really helpful because, you know, some of those later grinds, like especially in default, getting like some of those last jobs were really nasty. So I think this is a really good touch because it applies to both your EXP and your job points. The title's going over both, from the looks of it. So I look forward to getting that.
そして、モンスターの動きの修正に合わせて、フィールド上で剣を振るアクション。
If you go back a few seconds and the show changes UI, you can see a new job. Let's take a look. New changes. The UI of battle. It's on Elvis, say. Oh! Right there.
準キャラクターが誰かをより分かりやすく
Let's see if we can get a better look at it. Light it up a bit. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we're guessing red mage. Yeah, it looks something like a red mage because he's holding clearly a wand or a rod there. So yeah, he's got some kind of mage thing going on. If only it was selected onto him, then we'd have a better look, probably.
攻
Yeah, that's the this right here is the gambler. Obviously, it's got that same hat from the trailer. I'm really excited to see the gambler job. I really really want to play with it. I think it's gonna be fun.
画面でより詳しい情報が見られるようになどのご意見にも対応しています。
Oh, there it is right there. There is the red outfit. So if anyone can read Japanese, give that a read. You can thank the Reddit for that. Yeah, Reddit. Vampire and Ari were the only area where the only two bosses who really kicked the shit out of me in default. The others were just required being careful. Yeah, I agree. The gambler is going to be risky at so working. I think I think here's what's going to happen with the gambler is there's going to be abilities that will help increase your odds of something happening, and someone is going to figure out a fucking method to just spam the living daylights out of a certain ability that is going to be busted beyond belief. It's going to happen, I'm thinking. But we don't know what the class exactly does yet, so it looked like there was some attacking abilities, but we'll go back to the field. Can't be the gambler because the gambler wear a hat. No, they have the hat on.
低レベルボーナスがつくようにもしました。そしてモンスターの動きの修正に合わせて
This I didn't have too much of a problem of, the sweeping the sword, but I do think it's a good touch, another quality of life change. I really like it.
改善を行っています。ヒット範囲を
Yeah.
大きくしたほか、ボタンの割り当てを変更し、ダッシュしながらでも剣を振りやすくなっています。
That's a good quality of life change.
その他、操作性についても対応箇所は多岐にわたります。お店
You struggled? Okay. It wasn't something for me. This is nice. I know a lot of people were complaining about this, and I was worried that they might just change the overall actual look of it, but this is good. I actually really like this. It's far cleaner. It's a lot brighter, so it's way easier to read. These are night and day now. Looking at it, like the black outline on the white text actually looks like crap by comparison. This is very nice. This is not. I'm very happy with this. Like, I was fine with it, and I know there was a lot of people that were complaining, but now that I see the difference, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's actually really bad. But I was worried that they were going to change the aesthetic of it, because I like this kind of wood and panels and paper, worn paper and journal kind of look to it. Like, I really like that. So, but it looks so good now. It looks so nice. God, oh, I want it. Yeah, I hated this, having to do these fucking weird maneuvers when trying to read actions and abilities and menus. Thank you, Noah. Glad you got some Bravely News on your birthday. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I'm super happy. 16 people. Holy moly. Thank you, Tom. Yeah. I'm really, really in a good mood about this. But yeah, this was like really, really. I don't know why they did that. That was a weird. Yeah, they've been rethought. I'm glad you rethought them. It's just kind of weird. I love that boat shipper. Yeah, same. Thanks, Light Dragon. I had to unequip with minus. There it is, boys. The #1 change. We did it. Bravely Default 2. Perfect game. It's done. It's absolutely perfect now. You can change the default button. We're done here. The game is perfect. It's winning Game of the Year 2021. We're done. We got it. No, that's really, thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. That's kind of something that I'm surprised a lot more games don't have these days, is just being able to reconfigure your entire remote. Like, I know Devil May Cry 5 had that, but I wish that was just kind of an option. I don't know how difficult it would be. Like, from at least my understanding of computers and programming, it shouldn't be that difficult to program, but maybe it is. Maybe it's harder than I think. So, perfect game. Noah, did you enjoy Octopath? I never bought it after I didn't like the demo, and I'm going to get this game anyway, but I'm guessing the combat is just going to be something I'll have to adapt to. Octopath is one that if you've been in my Discord server or come up to a stream and ask me the question for, it's one that I've talked about. Like, you can even tell from the tone of my voice right now, and that's usually what I say. It's a very, very mixed bag. It is the definition of a mixed bag. I'm planning to finish the game soon. I'm hoping over Christmas break. That is the plan. I'm gonna finish Octopath because I am in the final chapters of that game at this point. So I will force myself through. Why can't I reconfigure my SOTC controls? Also, someone who dabbles in game design is easy to do. Yeah, but it'll be 2 for 1 person depending on the person. I hope the rest of the game and the combos are centered around the new speed thing as well. I know the 0 speed with negative VP sucks, but it comes bounce around. I don't know, trying to be positive. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, I would hope that. But Octopath, I'll give you a very. I wanted to finish the game before I gave a definitive review of it, and I know it's been 2 years. It's been over 2 years since the game's been released, but I didn't want to just drop the game. I didn't feel that would be fair to review it and not have finished it. Here's what I can say. The combat, while it makes you think and is very good, and it's very satisfying combat too, it does not carry the need to grind. The game is extremely repetitious. It follows this very, very set pattern loop every single chapter. Music is phenomenal. The visuals are amazing. It is a beautiful game. But the story and the gameplay loop and the dungeon design really, really pulled me out of it. It is so slow. It is such a drag for me. Compared to Bravely, it is such a drag. And I will finish it. I'm going to say this. I will finish Octopath Traveler, but it is going to take some time. Probably. So I'm expecting to finish it over Christmas break and have a review out sometime during then. That is hopefully the plan. All right. But yeah, perfect game now. We can set our default button. I wish we could set all of our buttons for more games. Things I mentioned here, a few more. Are you going to say the gamer word? I'm not going to say the gamer word on stream today, DX. Good try. Now I'll say it. Gamer! What the hell's that? What the fuck? What's this? Over here. What is this? Look at this. It sets in like some kind of weird royal outfit and is wielding an axe. I needed more interaction between characters. That's another really big issue. And I will go in depth. When I do my review, I'm going to go in depth about that because I have a problem with it. Is the character interaction does not make sense. It is very inconsistent with Octopath. What's the gamer word? It's gamer. That's a king if I've ever seen one. Yeah, it looks like a king job, yeah? Another stupid complaint I have is that BP isn't blue. Why isn't it blue? I don't know. Maybe it's because there was a lot of sandy environments, so they wanted it to stand out a bit better. For the demo, at least. So that might be a thing. I feel like the devs had the passion. February 26th. I feel like the devs have the passion, but it's almost like they address the problems at a superficial level. They got complaints that the game was too hard, but instead of... That's just kind of people's fault. That's just people not reading, I think. Thinking about why the game was more difficult than in the past. I don't think people read the opening. And, like, yeah, that's understandable. Like, people just want to get into the demo, so they're not going to bother reading any of the shit. But I really blame they just made the game easy. I don't think that's going to be the case. Unless you're playing the game on casual, because as that was seemed to be the easy mode. I don't think this game is going to be too easy for you. I'm hoping that's not the case, because mode wise, again, like, I think that, like, the modes were already something that was going to be in the game, and they're just showing it off here to show people who were worried about the difficulty that you can change the difficulty. Don't worry. Come back. Play the game, please. We do have difficulty options. It's just we didn't have them. I just don't think it will be too easy either. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play on normal, but I am actually debating whether I'm gonna play through it the first time on hard. So we'll see what happens. That's not usually me. Usually I like to enjoy my experience without too much difficulty. I just like to immerse myself in the game itself, and that's why I usually just go normal difficulty. Because I usually have a fair enough difficulty with that. One thing I miss is the rate of battles. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with it because you can kind of control. You have some level of control as to your rate of combat. With default and second, it's like you can count it. You have this, like, timer in the back of your head. If you played enough Bravely Default, Bravely Second, and you know your settings for the encounter rates, you know in your head how many steps you can take before you're going to encounter a monster. It's always the same. It's always the same. It's so many steps and then encounter. So I always go hard first time. Nice. It also took me a year and a half to get the training in default, so maybe that says something. I think about it, the world would seem empty without monster in it. That's the thing, right? Is like now we've scaled the world to be so much larger, which is really cool. Like, you can actually run across the land. Whereas in default and second, it was kind of like you're basically a fast travel character you're giant running across the country, right? It was just an embodiment of a representation of you traveling across the country. But this one, you are actually real-time size. So if there was no monsters, it would feel pretty empty. And that's kind of the case with Octopath, to be perfectly honest. The game does feel a little empty, but the world looks beautiful. So, if it was the same way either way, I could accept it. What do we got here? That was a comment from Mr. Sam. That's all right. I'll give that a good read later. So that's that. I didn't actually watch the rest of the direct. I just kind of came with the camera to the sky. Yeah, probably just because there's nothing there. But it'd be pretty interesting if, like, they do some kind of weird twist with that. Anything is literally possible with these people. We could watch the rest of the direct. I didn't actually watch it. Let's take a look. I don't know if I'm going to pre-order it just yet. I might do it soon. I would love to see if there's going to be any kind of physical pre-order bonus. I would love to get, like, a little something. But I doubt that's going to happen with COVID, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. Going to Olive Town, boys.
Cultivate your farm from the ground up in the latest story of season's adventure. Chop down the mini trees that blanket your land to clear space for your field.
Commit deforestation.
Along the way, you'll discover all sorts of flora and fauna in the forest.
Kidnap a chicken.
Cross rundown facilities. Get fruit and vegetable seeds to grow on your farm.
Break into old people's houses. Pet a cow.
As you cultivate your farm, you'll be able to do more and discover new places
fucking llamas.
Will you sow fields as far as the eye can see? Or construct a massive ranch with lots of barns and coops? Your farm's layout is completely up to you. And if you're looking to socialize, why not get to know the locals?
There's people who live in this town?
Relationships and wedding bells might be in your future.
Why weren't they cutting down the trees? Wedding bells in the future. What?
Your farm life awaits in Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive.
It's a cute game.
Dropping up on Nintendo Switch, March 23rd. Survive and thrive in a post-apocalyptic future.
Fallout 77. Oh, it's a Paradox game. It's not a shooter, sorry. It's a top-down strategy game. Oh, look, it's a top-down strategy game. Ah. I shouldn't. I don't know why I'm being a bitch about that. Like, that's what Paradox just does. That's just their thing. Right. If you guys have any more Bravely questions, just because I'm not watching the Bravely thing anymore, just throw them in the chat. Like, throw in any questions you got. Anything at all. Surviving the aftermath. I'm not much for Paradox games. This game looks colorful. That just looks like fucking Breath of the Wild. This is so... This feels very Breath of the Wild inspired. Oh, yeah. How many answers should you think in 23? Yeah, that sounds about right, Hydra. Okay, this is Breath of the Wild, but it does look pretty cool. Ooh. You are the arrow. Hmm. This literally is fucking Breath of the Wild. That's fucked. It looks like it's going to be good, though. I do think that looks like a good game. It's the Ubisoft game that Monster Energy changed the name of. That's amazing. God. Oh my god. I forgot that they rebooted this. Dude, it's a marble. At least in Yu-Gi-Oh! There were holograms, which I actually finished the original series of just yesterday. This does not look like a roguelike. Stop calling these kind of fucking games roguelike. Maybe I don't know what roguelike is. But I'm under the impression that nobody knows what a roguelike game is. Have you heard of the newest gacha hell game, Genshin Impact? I have heard of Genshin Impact. It's actually made by the Assassin's Creed team. Ah, okay. Completely missed the island game. Has anyone scanned that barcode yet? Is it for white bread? It's Wonder Bread. $4.99. Oh, that makes me uncomfortable. Heights. I don't like to say that I'm scared of them, but they do make me uncomfortable watching my videos of people fucking, climbing on places they shouldn't be. Uh, ooh, nice, nice.
Corruption is everywhere.
What games are you enjoying besides Bravely? Um, I want Doom Eternal. I really want Doom Eternal. This Control game, I saw all this footage for it, and like it got all these rewards or whatnot. Like look at that. I want to play this game. It looks really neat. COVID is driving me insane. In general, as life. Um, the last few weeks have been a little bit rough, but today like, things got a lot better. Just in general, lots of things started turning up good. So yeah, like that game looks really neat. Control. Doom Eternal looks sick. I'm still waiting for the Switch port. I'll probably play it on Xbox. I don't understand how it was highly rated, to say the least. Oh, okay, interesting. I heard that it doesn't deserve as much praise as it has, but it still looks like really visually cool. It appeals to like just some of the aesthetics that I like. I've heard a lot of stuff about this. People are pretty excited about it. No More Heroes 3. Oh, Doom Eternal just looks so good. Oh no. It doesn't just look, it's my favorite. Wow, okay. Damn. And like Doom 2016 is like one of my favorite shooters of all time, so I am very excited then. Orang. Orange.
Bring it on. I'll give you a little kiss.
And these are getting ported, aren't they?
The first No More Heroes is getting ported to Nintendo Switch. Hell yeah! No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle is coming to the Switch too. When's it dropping? And she. That's awesome!
Oh, very nice, very nice. I'm gonna check that out. That looks pretty funny.
Wrap up this Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase.
I'm testing what strange words I post.
We have 2 more titles to talk about.
I'm going to say it without caution.
Toei Tecmo Games.
I read everything.
Perform all sorts of odd jobs. And UFO.
Part-time UFO.
Your mission is simple. Help people.
Hmm.
Use your trusty claw to grab, carry, and stack objects. From arranging sweets.
Just wanna do a little rewind.
Grab, carry, and stack objects. From arranging sweets.
So, might have a little video coming out soon. Very, very special one. And this image might, may or may not be related to it. Just gonna say. Might want to go back and give my 1,000 subscriber Q&A a little rewatch. Just saying. For those of you here. Wait, were those aliens in the ice cream?
In the castle, you'll perform all sorts of part-time jobs. You can finish a job by carrying objects and stacking them. But depending on certain factors,
Suda 50 been such a troll.
you might be able to get a higher score.
This is a cute game.
Additionally, by passing a Joy-Con controller to
You
a
become a food review channel.
platform
You'll have to see when the video comes out.
taking on part-time work, there are other modes you can enjoy, including exploring ruins filled with treasure, stacking objects,
Treasure.
and more. Help
That's a
explore
Kirby.
the world as a UFO. Part-time UFO launches on Nintendo Switch today.
All right, here it is. The game I'm surprised they didn't frontline for the direct. I'm happy they didn't. Well, I mean, apparently Default wasn't the frontliner for the Japanese one, but I have no problem with Dynasty Warrior games. It's just fun to smack 1,000 enemies sometimes. Just make yourself feel powerful.
I've said enough. The time has come to show you what I'm made of.
Yeah, I want the CG animation too. Oh my god. I love Dynasty Warriors, but the original is... Okay. I haven't played Breath of the Wild. That's a lie. I played like 5 minutes of Breath of the Wild because somebody gave me a save file and I was kind of like, I don't know.
Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity.
I'll take Skyrim any day.
Occurred 100 years before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. This game launches soon. But if you're ready to protect Hyrule, a demo will be available today.
I love when these kind of streams put out like, oh yeah, this shit's available today. Like that's always awesome.
You can play all of Chapter 1, carry over save data to the full game
Ooh,
purchase.
jeez. Okay.
Start defending the kingdom with the demo available today. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity will launch on November 20th. That concludes our last Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase of the
Okay.
year. Thank you for watching.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Um. Yeah, the flashy cutscene, of course. Um. So yeah, obviously I'm excited for Brave Default 2. I kind of want to like check out Control a little bit more probably. But I really, really, really want to play Doom Eternal. Like I'm dying to play that game. I recently, just over last weekend, because I had to go home to get my laptop fixed. I played through the Black Ops campaign for the first time, and that was good. That was entertaining. And the ending was a little underwhelming, but you heard about Cyberpunk getting delayed again. I did hear about Cyberpunk getting delayed again. When I first saw the tweet, I was like, okay, it's just getting delayed due to shipping reasons. Okay, that's understandable and fair, right? But and then I start hearing stuff about how like there's like communication errors within the company, and it actually makes sense. I was seeing some posts or stuff that like how the Twitter account didn't know anything until the second it posted it. Um, even though last week they said they weren't going to delay it again, apparently, or something. I'm a bit concerned. I hope the game does well. I really do. If it doesn't, it might be on par with 76. Just like the amount of delays for this game, like this is insanity, man. Here they're gonna release it in 2077 for a climactic launch. Hell yeah! Oh yeah. Um, oh look, there's my stream. I can watch myself. Yeah, this was good. The KDA music video. I'm not a super big K-pop fan, but that was good. That was real good. I highly recommend. Fuck all this. We're here to have fun. Yeah, you gotta look at my recommendeds. Any other video recommendations? Anything you could do? I don't think I'll do Final Fantasy IV tonight. I was thinking about it, but I'm not set up or ready for it. I'm thinking about like making like some custom window art and stuff for like the Final Fantasy games when we play them. I have to get used to my controls for my OpenEMU again because I haven't used it in ages. I haven't used it since I was doing the Pokemon series, and that's kind of been dropped for now. Just because. Did I push the right button? I don't know if I pushed the right button. Oh, I don't think it's reacting. Hoping it does. Let's see. Is it gonna do it? No, I don't think. Maybe I'm pushing the wrong button. Yeah, whatever. Let's go back into here. Any other questions? Any other videos? Put on like some Critical or something. This stuff's always good. I'm gonna watch Critical watching other videos. I don't know what to put on. Critical's great. I love him. He's really good. I can confirm after almost a year. My Skyrim mod pack works. Excellent. Very nice, very nice. I want to click on this, but like I'm easily gonna get music copyright claimed if I do it. Watch his second newest video. Which one was that? Best idea in YouTube history. I haven't actually watched this yet, so yeah, as you can see from me.
I had perhaps one of my best ideas ever last week, and it was for a tier list because I've been really fucking into making tier lists recently. Basically, the tier list was a YouTuber's asshole tier list based on taste, and I don't think many YouTubers would let me
No.
their asshole.
Oh no.
And put it on a tier list. So instead, I remembered something that I learned about back in college called edible anus arrangements, which is a take-home asshole mold that you apply to your butthole and then ship into the company, which turns it into a chocolate based on the impression from the
Oh no.
ground balloon knot. It takes your chocolate starfish and turns it into a gourmet chocolate to be enjoyed by your friends and family. And I thought this would be a great idea to like get YouTubers assholes, not only put them on display, but try them and see.
Charlie's gonna make the new human cake. Oh no. This is upsetting.
Have the best tasting assholes. Portal tastes different than PewDiePie's. Does it look better? You know, I'd graded on a bunch of different criteria, and I thought it would have been a very interesting tier list, but I underestimated how apprehensive people were to putting mold in their ass. You know, for me personally, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Like, I wouldn't just be kicking back on a Saturday with a Miller Lite in hand and putting mold in my ass. But if it's for the sake of a tier list and for science, I'd take one for the team. I'd be a good sport dog and a real champion. I'd trooper through that.
I mean, you got video of fucking Jacksepticeye ripping out his pubes on video for the human hair cake. Like, I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was the human cake, yeah. So, like, I don't think, you know, some YouTubers are going to have too much of a problem with it.
I guess not everyone thinks the same way, and a lot of people are shy about how their asshole looks, I suppose. And there was just a lot of factors that I didn't consider. So surprisingly, there wasn't a whole lot of interest from the YouTuber community in letting
Really?
people try their assholes. So I don't believe I'll ever get the chance to make this tier list. Maybe somebody else could try and get this going. Like maybe Mr. Beast could organize a YouTuber asshole eating competition.
I'm pretty sure he could.
$100,000 and you win your own island. I don't really know. But for now, it looks like I won't be able to make this tier list. And I think it's a real...
I'm sorry, Charlie.
I thought it was one of the best tier list ideas that's ever been hatched in this corporeal dimension we inhabit.
It's pretty fucking good.
Absolute fucking banger of an idea. And honestly, I think the reason a lot of people declined is because they looked up edible anuses, and there's a video on YouTube where some girl goes to get an edible anus made of her butthole, and she didn't bother to wipe her ass. So when they
Oh.
off her ass, there's just a bunch of like shit particles all over it, just crusty little shits hanging all over the mold. And that was also a hazard that I didn't stop to think about, because what if one of the YouTubers decides to play a 3 a.m. prank on me with a haunted butthole where they don't wipe or clean themselves and
Oh, no.
more mold impression, ship it away, and by the time I get it, I'm literally just dining on their fucking shit, which would be terrible, but a great prank, which was something I didn't think about. So honestly, it might
This is the longest 4 minutes of my fucking life.
declined pretty outright.
I want death.
Almost not even like that kind of attempt to fake interest in it, where people are like, "Oh, it sounds like a great idea, but I'm gonna have to pass." It was just a straight up no. What is wrong with you? Which makes sense. I can totally respect that. I also imagine some people are just kind of afraid of it, because especially if you have
You're welcome. Yeah, thanks, DX. You made me lose like 6 viewers. No, they're probably just around for Bravely, which is fine.
Looks like it was attacked by fucking Wolverine from the X-Men. I don't really know.
That's totally fine, though.
Asshole hair would even play.
I was going to watch this sooner or later, so like
There's so much.
I would have had the same reaction.
That could have come into play there that honestly.
It doesn't change anything. The fact was, fate was steering me to this video eventually. I was just working on his other videos before watching this.
It's just unfortunately we're not in the right day and age to really make it happen.
Yeah, you're about like 5 years too late, I think.
Get actual edible anuses made without using physical mold, I just don't think we'll get there.
Probably just left to get milk. Maybe they went to go out and get some edible anuses. Who knows?
Without needing the mold, perhaps you could just 3D print someone's ass in chocolate using only pictures, but we're not there yet. And yeah, just wanted to share this with you because I thought it was such a great fucking idea. That's about it.
If Charlie asked me to participate in this, I would probably say yes. This man, though, he does not have my power. Okay? He bought 105 boxes. I don't know if it's 105 boxes of just Rage of Raw, or it looks like there's a different set there too. He's got a yellow set, but he bought 105. Y'all are just genuinely nasty. I'm sorry, Abe. If Charlie asked me to do it, I might. I might just. But Charlie, he bought 105 boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I bought one box of Rage of Raw, and I pulled the Ghost Rare Ring Dragon Raw. I have it. I posted it in my Discord. If you know, member of there, go join that in the description. But yeah, I pulled it in one box, and I was watching that video. He still didn't get it like 20 minutes in or whatever. So I wish I could give him my luck. Now it's just got Charlie's face on it. Goodness gracious. Twitch screwed themselves. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Oh, here's the thing. If you guys have never watched a Ryan George video, you need to check him out. This man is a comedy genius, and I absolutely love him. He just everything he does is like really good. I'm gonna put this one on. Why not?
All right, so as you all know, we've been selling tools for a while now, and for marketing purposes, corporate feels that we should, name.
I have registering just into Simred. That's okay.
You had this thing assigned to you. What do you think we should call this? I thought we could name that a wrench, which means a violent twist or pull. That works for me. I like that a lot. Daniel, you had this thing. What are we calling that? Drill. A drill. Okay, I like that a lot. We're on a roll. Now, David, you had this thing with the flat face and the things coming out the back. What do you got for me?
Oh, yeah, no, I did come up with the name, because that's what you asked me to do that.
Good. Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. The name is the, hammer.
A hammer?
Hammer. Yeah, I think we could all agree that that's a good name.
What kind of sandwich is that, David?
Oh, this sandwich, yeah, this is probably chicken.
Smells a lot like ham, David.
Oh, yeah, no, it's crazy how some sandwiches smell these days.
Okay, I'm writing it down, but we're gonna have a talk later, okay? Now, Alex, you had this sharp thing on a stick.
Alex.
What? Alex, are you saying axe, or are you saying your own name in a weird way?
Alex.
Okay, I'm gonna write axe. I feel like corporate will go for that. Now, Steve, you had this thing right here. What do you think we should call this?
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver. Okay, yeah, that's definitely catchy.
Yeah, it came to me after I caught my chauffeur with my whore of a wife.
Oh my god.
If you need an alternate, we could also go with Bang Mailman. She thought that was good too, apparently.
What are you drinking?
I put some vodka in some orange juice. I don't even care anymore.
Is that a thing?
And you know what? I'm calling it a screwdriver too. Does that make you happy?
That doesn't make any sense. Okay, he's in a bad headspace. We should probably move on. Rufus, you had this thing. What do you got for me back there, buddy?
Crowbar.
Okay, don't really want to get on your bad side, so that works for me. What did you come up with?
Me?
Yeah, you were assigned this big electric thing that goes like do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, hammer.
No, hammer's already taken, Jack. You need your own name.
Oh, my own name. Okay, well, jackhammer.
That's not
Gonna pop out Reddit. It's been fun. All right, have a good night, Hydra.
Name on a tool. I want my name on a tool.
What was your tool again?
I had this little this bendy thing.
Do you mind if he piggybacks off yours? That's fine. Okay, so Allen wrench. Now, who had this thing?
That was me.
Did you come up with a name?
I did. I thought we could call that a saw.
Okay, well, see, that might be confusing because that's a conjugation of a super common verb that people use every day.
I think it'll be fine. This will also be a verb too, by the way. It'll mean to use this tool.
Well, okay, but what if someone sees the tool and then later wants to tell somebody about having done that?
Well, then they'll have seen a saw. That's not a problem.
Yes, but also they saw a saw. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if they saw it in action, they saw a saw.
Well, what's the big deal if someone saw a sign?
You also have to consider if someone saws through a jar of salsa.
Why would someone saw salsa?
Well, I don't know, but that would mean that they saw a salsa.
Well, I think it's a great name, even if someone saw salsa.
You know what? I'm gonna buy some salsa and saw salsa just to say I saw salsa.
Okay, you know what? We really got to get this over to corporate, so let's just, that's a saw. That's fine. Now,
I think I'll do the same. Bye-bye. See you later. I'm gonna probably end it after this one anyways. I just want to show this to you guys. Definitely recommend Ryan George.
There's this weird gardening thing here.
Oh!
Okay, Steve, I think maybe you should go home, but also, yeah, that's perfect.
Short video to get you. Well, you already picked your video, DX. Why, Charlie, go! Your beautiful face! Ah, goodness. What the fuck is Beldelphine there? Oh, it's from Rav, that's why. What's Rav doing? Alright. Oh goodness, they put it. Fine, next year. Hey, I stream more than once a year. At least I try to. But that's gonna be all for this stream, though. Thank you for everybody who came out. I hope that this was a good hour 15, however long that was. I had fun talking about it, so now I can just kind of snip that out and put it in a video, and now I'll have my views all done for what I want to do for the for what I want to talk about with Bravely. That. All right, but I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. For the Bravely fans out there, stay tuned. I got something real special coming up soon. Maybe I'll save it for Halloween. Special treat. But that is going to be it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.